Well, as we can see, the seas are really, really rough right now. We've been basically getting just thrown around like a rag doll. And as a result, I cannot load torpedoes, which makes sense because you can imagine on a boat that's really not very big, if you're literally, I mean, they would have to load them basically by hand. They would have to lift them up and put them into the tube. And that would be really hazardous in these kinds of conditions. So the game is now, it will no longer allow me to load torpedoes under these conditions. And I think that that makes sense, and I think that that is fair. I've always kind of thought it was ridiculous that you could do that. You can see how much we're moving thanks to the waves. So I'm going to try to follow along with them and hope for a break in the weather. I do have an aft tube, of course. I need to remember that. So I could lob a shot off at him in the meantime. I don't think this weather's really going to break because it is January in the North Atlantic and it is generally pretty bad condition-wise. So yeah, we might have to wait a good long while before that happens. Let's see. They're heading roughly this way, I believe. Let's see. Actually, we could base it on that. So probably something like. Let me just say this. Okay, works for me. So yeah, I'm going to try to intercept them, use the aft tube if I don't have a chance to get my front tubes loaded. I just tried something out, getting contacts from the convoy, which is encouraging. They're a little bit ahead of where I want them to be, though. That's fine. But I'm at about 40 meters, which puts us below the weather, and as you can see, we're able to load torpedoes. And that, again, that makes perfect sense. Because once you're low enough, you're not going to have to deal with all the waves and everything. So that gets a thumbs up from me as far as a feature. Of course, you can't load externals, so that's out of the question. That's an external. That's loaded. I'm an idiot. So we're going to stay under for probably about an hour while these load, and then continue the chase. I got a little bit too close to him again. Seems to be a chronic problem with me and convoys. You can see the destroyer there. I'm a little concerned that he saw us because we got pretty damn close before I got the warning that we'd spotted a ship. It didn't spot, or the AI, the friendly AI, the friendly neighborhood AI did not spot the warship, so I can't see what its aspect is on that map, but that's okay because it looked like it was heading right for us. Bring the scope up and see. We actually did overtake them, though. I was a little surprised to see that. I had us going at a head full for a while. There's the destroyer, so we actually might be in a good position to execute an attack. Unless that... I'm just trying to see where these guys are. It's tough. Alright. We're a little bit far is the only problem. Okay, so this is the flank. This is not the front, which is a problem. We don't really want to be shooting at this angle, so we're going to have to kind of skulk away, tail between our legs, and that camp freighter is not in a... Well, it's too far, though. I'm not confident about shooting torpedoes in rough waters like this. Just seeing if I can see anything else, though. Other than the destroyer, which annoys and perplexes me. Yeah. This is the back starboard side of the convoy, and it's not very interesting to me. So, I'm going to have to loosen up this course a little bit. Get us out like that, and then maybe like that. So once we complete our turn... I will probably put us on the surface. No, I have to let them pass for a while. Well, wait a minute. Are they heading due west? Oh, shit. Hold on. What are you doing? Declare your intentions, sir. Are they going... He's going right in front of me. I think he heard me. This is not good. This is not how I really intended on this proceeding. Why can't you... Are you tired? No. Well, what the fuck? I'm missing something obvious here as far as... Yeah, thank you. I don't know why that wasn't working, but... Anyways, assuming that we don't get depth charged here... I don't like this at all. This is a different warship entirely. And now we're too deep to even hear... Or, he's not too deep. We're not too deep. He's probably ranging around here. Curses. Alright, well... This is not how I wanted this to go, but I think that we're okay. Probably don't need to be diving quite so severely in this case, but I'm going to put us back up to periscope depth. We are in the near vicinity of a ship, though. That's why that's going like that. I'm going to redo this. So, we've been playing our typical cat and mouse game, in which I am a fancy little kitty cat, and they are a tiny little mouse, and I'm trying to eat them and play with them and bring their desiccated corpse to my owner. And I think we might be onto something here. You know, I don't have a very good method as far as tracking convoys other than to just kind of periodically do sound checks as I am running parallel to them. And once I feel like I'm ahead of them enough, I will do a turn so that I can start attacking them. It's really not very cautious, to say the least. But it's also not very scientific either. There's no real strong method here. So I'm thinking, though, that I've got us in the right position now. And again, we're having that issue with the sound officer not detecting anything immediately. I'm pretty sure... See, I can hear him just fine. You guys can probably hear that even. All along all of these bearings, there's multiple contacts. I mean, it might be a question of the AI trying to make heads or tails of what those are, but needless to say, though, there's plenty of ships out there, and those were along 290 to basically 310, so I'm going to put my scope up and just see if we can happen to see them. Just to be on the safe side, I think I will, if I can't see them, I will probably go on the surface. They sounded quite close, though. They were plenty loud. Well, now we've got a warship on 242. That's probably a flank or a rear. It's saying long range in the contact reports, so that usually indicates they're out of visual range, and I think in conditions like this they will be out of visual range. So, and that's saying about 10 clicks. So let's see, why don't we do that? Tighten that up a little. And once we're on the surface, I'm going to increase speed. Waves are still pretty bad, so we're not going to get full efficiency out of our engines by any means. We really do need to be careful about getting sighted, though. Because one thing about these conditions is it leads to unpredictable reliability, shall we say, with your watch officer, who is actually somewhat tired. Spitzenhund is starting to get a little bit tuckered out, although Spice Weasel is even worse off. So that actually means I should swap them, because the watch officer tends to get more rest than somebody stationed to the command room. So that's how we're going to do this. I'm just going to go a little bit further and slow us down, do a dive, and see what we hear. It feels weird to say see what we hear. I guess I'm using see in the sense of the future divining sense of see. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that a lot better. Is this probably a lead? No. They're good and close, though, so let's see. Let's see what we can hear and then see. It's just sensory overload in this game, man. It's overwhelming. Alright. We're approaching them from the other side this time. So I'm hoping that gives us access to the tankers. I don't know if it will or not. I am all jacked up as far as where I'm facing. Still says long range, so we're going to keep approaching. Now, one thing I haven't shown off is that you can send contact reports to BDU now, thanks to one of the mods I have installed, and it will call other submarines to attack the convoy that you're in contact with, which I think is pretty cool. It is a little bit questionable as far as how useful that would be. I haven't tried it, so I'm eager to try it, but since we're underwater, we apparently cannot send radio. So there we go. Now we're getting some visuals. Alright, that's probably their lead destroyer. They're way off in the distance. And then there's a tanker. It's a passenger cargo. I'm seeing the one tanker. That's not really very encouraging. There's a CAM freighter, or an Empire freighter. Large merchant. Decent contacts on this side. I would like to be able to hit both tankers, but I might just have to settle for the one. Oh gee, that would be such a shame. There's another tanker there. That's probably an intermediate tanker, which I think I misidentified that in a previous iteration of this Let's Play as a coastal freighter. They do look quite similar, though. You got to admit. Come on, give me some credit. Tankers anywhere else? I can't see the other one, I guess. Is that another intermediate? It's really not an intermediate, it's a little tanker, basically. Oh, that could be it. Way off in the distance there. That's not something I'm going to waste torpedoes on. Okay, well, I think what we will do in this case is just use 2 torpedoes. We can even get a lock on this guy. Why don't we get a little closer even? I'll just use probably the 2 torpedoes and save the other 2 maybe if we get another chance to attack this convoy. Although, with that said, I thought I had a... No, maybe I didn't. Thought I had a radio contact for something else, but it was probably another radio contact for the same convoy. So now I don't like, you know, we've got to take this shot pretty quickly here, because that that cargo or coastal freighter or whatever it is going to get in the way possibly. So we need to get moving here. Wait. So it's a tanker moyenne. That's also a tanker moyenne. I don't know why they have that in there as having 2 entries. They're totally different ships, but whatever. We're just going to go ahead and shoot at tanker moyenne number 2. Range him out. And we lost lock. We're going to lose it again. Shit. It's going to be one of those. I think we're going to end up just having to kind of settle here. And we should also stop. Or slow down at least. Oh, balls. This is going to be fun. Well, that's what I was getting repeatedly before, so maybe we'll just have to take that. He's almost even now, so I'm going to lock it in like that. Doesn't really make a huge difference there. And we'll try to speed him out. I'm possibly thinking if we can't get a good reading on him to just go with 9. If we can get to 15 seconds, I'll be pretty happy. We're not going to get to 15 seconds. Or maybe we are. Let's go to 20. Why not? Let's go crazy. 8 knots. Fascinating. Alright, well, I'm just concerned about the cargo ship there. So I guess it gives me a stronger case for using magnetics here. Although magnetics would be probably the best way to go anyway. So the draft on that was 10.9, I believe. So we're going to set it just a little bit below 12. Or more than 12, rather. And I think we're going to just do this. Yeah, because we got to get this going here. And then I'll fire the next one now. And put the scope down. And go into the convoy again. And dive and go silent. Oh, somebody told me that Z will make you go silent. And it did. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Alright. So, let's play Find the Torpedo, which is not a euphemism. And I already lose, I think. I'm not going to be able to see anything here. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. Alright, well, how about we just chill underwater for a little bit. Just keep an eye on our torpedoes here in the attack map. What was the intercept time? I didn't even see if that was any, worth a damn as a solution, but we'll find out, obviously. Just curious if we can see it at all. I want to play Find the Torpedo again. Wonder what you get if you win. It's a terrible thought. In other good news, though, we're diving slowly, but we should be pretty well under by the time that thing hits. It's not the attack map. Now, this is a little bit concerning, because you can see that these guys are on the same exact bearing. If this one explodes, it's possible that the blowback is gonna hit this one. I just had a Brokeback Mountain joke, and I don't know what it means. Oh, hey. Are we gonna get an attack map? Or attack camera thing? Because that looked like it was about to hit something. Anything? Come on. Come on now. Nothing? Anything? Something? No. I believe that we have missed. And unless this line here is, yeah, no. That would be, oh, hey. That hit something. It did hit the tanker. Hoorah! Hoorah, torpedo. That was not really the best way to view that happening, I guess. Oh, shit, though. Fun fact, that is not a British ship. It's a neutral Panamanian. Oh, dear me. Well, even if we do sink that thing, we're not going to get credit for it, I don't think. Because let's check our drapeau thing here. Now, see, well, let me see if they are indeed. Where's Panama? Panama. Yeah, they're definitely neutral right now. What's going on here? Look at all the craziness here. So the game at one point makes reference to neutrals under escort by British military ships as being point-worthy. Now, I don't think that we're going to really get any points out of this, though. And that's actually probably okay, as far as I'm concerned. Little bit of a bummer, though. I mean, I do like to get points. I mean, that's why most people play video games. But In any case, though, we did hit it with one. There's one still pending, and I don't really know if that was much of a hit, to be totally honest with you. It looked like it hit it in the hindquarters here, which on a tanker is really not very meaningful. You want to get the fuel on fire. Although, again, this was heading away from Great Britain, so it's possible that it was an empty tanker. In which case, it's doubly wasteful. So, great job, team. It's really... I shouldn't blame my team. It was actually entirely me. I should have, I guess, ID'd this guy a little bit better. But what are you going to do? Well, I actually do know what we're going to do. Is we're going to keep diving and hopefully see if we can figure out another target that is actually worth something to us here. That's a little bit of a disappointment. But again, you know, we only hit it with one. I don't know if it would have been worse if we'd hit it with two. Whatever. We're just going to keep hunting this convoy, I guess, and try to sink something that will give us pointsies, because we love points. I don't really care if this guy sinks, to be totally honest, because, again, no points. So, if it starts exploding, though, that will be a nice consolation prize, and I will record that for your viewing pleasure. So I blundered into the convoy again, and this time we might have been seen. And I'm a little bit slow to react here. This isn't good, because this warship here started steaming in our general direction, and he is still continuing. I don't like this one bit. You can see that this is the general convoy. He's strayed quite a ways away from them, which is unusual. I mean, they don't just do that usually. I have put us fairly deep. I do have us running silent. Let's see if we can get a better fix on him now. Slowing down and closing. See, and I can't even see him in this mess of lines, so this is him here, actually. So he's running exactly parallel to us. What a dick. He's just cruising along right. No, he's turning back into the convoy. Right there. That was possibly... That could have been really bad, actually, because I didn't really react quickly enough to that. He's still there. He's still really close. No, he's... Jesus, what is he doing? No, stay down. He definitely can detect something here. He's not pinging, though. He's about to go right in front of us. He's really freaking me out. Although now he is going back. That was terrifying. Well, I hated that. Anyway, we should be okay now. I was on a pretty good approach to them, but maybe that works out because it is daytime. So I'm going to go ahead and surface now and hope that I don't do that again. That would be bad. That would cut things rather short, wouldn't it? Okay. Things are looking okay now. We're going to continue stalking them.